Hey, hi friends, good evening. In this video, we are going to continue our discussion on creating an irresistible offer. Now, this video, I want to talk about a much more different point. Initially, I mentioned about how to create an irresistible offer. Basically, we talked about the 5 steps. Now, this video, I will be diving into how to present your offer, to enhance your offer, to make it even more enticing and more sellable. So first, what we discussed was that you need to identify 5 steps that I talked about earlier, that you need to focus on to create your irresistible offer. And that were: number one, to identify the dream outcome, to identify all the perceived problems that your target audience had, then to convert these problems into solutions and prepare a detailed list. Step 4 was to prepare a detailed list of solutions, and step 5 was to trim and stack, that is to identify high value low cost solutions. Now this video, now we are going to discuss how you should present your offer, what things you need to focus. Now this, whatever I am going to say, this you can say that is the outer work. Inner work was creating the offer. Now outer work, basically polishing and presenting it in a better way so that it becomes even more enticing. So let's get started. But before that, I want to explain you a simple concept of demand and supply. See, in this principle is applicable everywhere, that demand and supply are inversely proportional to each other. If demand is more, supply is less, the price will increase. And if supply is more, demand is less, the price will decrease. We all know that. Every season we experience this in vegetables. Onion price rise, tomato price rise, because the supply is less, demand is more, that's why the price rise. So how do we incorporate this demand and supply game in our offer presentation? That we are going to dive deep into. But before that, I hope I made it clear the concept of demand and supply. Now, our goal is to increase the demand, or basically whatever marketing we are doing is to increase the demand for our product and limit the perceived supply. Remember, be careful what I'm about my words. Notice my word. We need to reduce or limit the perceived supply so that the audience feels that whatever you are selling is less in supply. So when you increase the demand, so that the goal is we increase the demand, we sell more units, and we limit the perceived supply. That is, we sell more units at higher price. That's the ideal situation. That's when we make enormous profits. Increase the demand, sell more units, and then limit the perceived supply so that we are able to sell at higher price. Okay. Now, one thing I want to ask you, that what creates demand? What is the thing that creates demand? I have already talked about this earlier, that it is the desire of not getting what you want that creates the demand. So desire creates demand. Desire, in the words of Naval Ramikant, desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. In simpler words, desire, we always desire what we don't have. We always desire what we don't have, and once we get what we have, the desire disappears. So as a marketeer, our goal is to keep increasing the desire. And how we do that? By delaying the satisfaction of that desire. This is a little deep. I want you to settle this down a little more. Increase the demand or increase the desire by delaying the satisfaction of desire. In the words of Alex Hormozy, the longer you delay the desire, the bigger your ask will be. The longer you can delay the desire, the bigger your ask will be. The longer the runway, the bigger airplane can take off from that. So why am I saying is that the four things that I will be discussing in the subsequent videos enable you to increase the demand. Number one, limit the perceived supply so that you are able to sell more. But before that, let me uh, share with you two case studies, two scenarios. Scenario is one is where you sell workshop ticket for 500 rupees to 10 people. Number one. Scenario two is where you sell the same workshop ticket to 5000 for 5000 rupees to two people. Now, where you think the desire will be more? Of course, in scenario 2, where you sell expensive, there is a human desire that it is expensive, it is best, and of course, it is best. But there is a demand, a desire among other people who are not able to buy now, but they are eager, they are willing to buy whenever they get the opportunity. So, this is the power of desire. Now, the next step that I want you to emphasize on is you have two options. In this scenario, if you follow scenario one, what will happen? You will satisfy all the desire, basically 10 people, you will sell them. So now when you are going to sell again, which you need to increase your revenue and to increase your business, there will be no demand because you have satisfied all the demand. Since there will be no demand, there will be no buyer. But if you are able, if you sell expensive and you sell only two people, first of all, you will make more money. Secondly, the eight people who are left out, their desire will be much more stronger the next time when you are going to present. This is what we call pent up demand. They are not able to buy now. They wanted to buy but not able to buy now. So their desire to buy your product will be more. So see, and this also depends on market to market. Ideally, you should test both scenarios, but your goal should be to move to the higher end. That is five to sell two seats for 5000 rupees. The next time, sell three seats for 5000 rupees. You will have people coming to you. Why? Because people always desire what they do not have. They want what they don't have. So, how you do it? Basically, you use four things: scarcity to increase the perceived value by reducing the supply, urgency to reduce the time, urgency to increase the demand by urgency is to increase the demand. Basically, urgency is time specific by reducing the action threshold, by reducing the time in which they need to take the action. Number two. Number three is bonuses, where you throw in all the bonuses to increase the perceived value and the demand for your product. And fourth is naming, where you reiterate the demand and generate awareness about your offer and product. So scarcity, urgency, bonuses, naming, and one more thing I forgot to mention, that is the guarantees. What is the role of guarantees? Guarantees increase the demand by reversing the risk. These are the 5 pillars that I will be diving deep into in our next video. Till then, take care. Good night. Bye bye.